This episode is fueled by Mountain Ops, supplements to conquer more and crush your countdowns. Visit mountainops.com for all your supplemental needs. Fuel, recover, repeat.
Yeah, that's right. Dude, you're looking slick, bro.
Thanks, bro. I saw this flannel and I was like, oh yeah, I haven't worn this for. Haley kind of stole it from me, so.
Weird.
How's that weird?
I don't
Wearing your
know.
boyfriend's clothes, that's very normal. It'd be weird if I stole her clothes.
You're which, I mean, you know, we're waiting for that one.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, welcome back to COUNTDOWNTO podcast. I'm your co-host, Drew.
I'm Leighton.
And we're brothers.
Yes. Yeah.
That's right. So,
Yes, we are.
hey, before we start the show, I wanted to address our new sponsor that you heard the advertisement
What?
before the show started. And I'm trying to think of their name. If only there were some clues around me that really speaks to who they are and
Someone's
what they
decked
do.
out. Not everyone watches the video.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I mean, for the lonely
That's
Apple
right,
people.
Yeah.
So we actually are in partnership, I guess you could say, with Mountain Ops, which is a supplement company out of Utah. And if you do see the videos, you'll probably see that I wear their gear quite a bit. So it actually, it doesn't feel like too much is new. I mean, just in the sense of like I'm a fanboy and been for a long time, and so I wear their stuff and all that stuff like that. But no, supplements company. What am I talking about? And they also make clothing and stuff like that too. But their main focus is supplements and super clean, super awesome supplements. And if I may, I want to geek out a little bit about this just because it's very personable to me, or personal.
Mm-hmm.
Man, my words are just like, blah, blah. Maybe there's a supplement for that. Focus, I don't know. But, you know, it's funny. I was like, I should like get all my t-shirts out and like have them in the background or whatever, but I'm like, no, you know what? I'm gonna wear my jacket and because I'm in a garage clearly, and my beanie. But now I'm like, I'm blazing hot. So Mountain Ops will keep you warm.
That's funny. Yes.
No, I wanted to nerd out just a little bit because it's not just like, hey, here's a sponsor that has like, values that we have or vice versa or something we use. It really is deeper than that for me and for us. I mean, but more so for me. But like I got involved with him 3 years ago. I was death scrolling. You and I kind of were starting to talk about more workouts, more. I mean, I think we even started talking podcast-ish at that time. Maybe that was a little too early. But anyways, I was death scrolling on Instagram, and all of a sudden, this Mountain Ops ad comes up, and which was kind of funny because I really don't have a lot of like workout stuff on my Instagram or the algorithm. It's curious how the algorithm came about.
Yeah.
Sorry, and so yeah, so it was kind of like, oh, interesting. And I saw their logo and it was like, dude, that's a rad logo. And then, but it was like, hey, here's a competition for working out. So every January they do a competition, like just who can get the fittest, I guess. There's several parameters. Anyways, I was just like, well, shoot, if I'm going to get in shape, I might as well win some money. So I joined and got involved in the stag. I Googled the products they have and everything's pointed to like they're super clean. The way they make their stuff, like no fillers, all that stuff like that. So, okay, they're legit. But I mean, I really hadn't, jumped into supplements much at all. I mean, you and I talked about it every once in a while, but I remember you talking like, "Hey, what you get for a pre-workout?" And I'm like, "What's a pre-workout?" I mean, do I is that the workout before the workout, or what, kind of thing. And now that once I discovered it, it's just like, oh my gosh, what did I do without this? You were gonna say?
Yeah. I was just gonna say I was around a bunch of CrossFitters, so of course we were talking supplements
Right.
and whatnot, versus you were kind of doing more
Yeah,
solo
exactly.
stuff,
And that was the one thing too, is just like, it's like, hey, join our Facebook group for accountability and all stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I hate Facebook. Is that okay to say on the line? And then I hate bro culture or gym culture and the bro whatever and the meatheads and all that stuff like that. So it's like, I don't want to like be involved with this private group and them being like, oh man, I lift 800 pounds yesterday with my pinky, and I'm making so much money hand over. Anyways, but so it's just like that was a concern or whatnot. And like, but I joined anyways. Here I am, the skinny dude, early in my workout or my fitness journey, and but the nicest people, and these were just people that not even that worked at Mountain Ops, but they were just the nicest, kindest people. And so, so I'm like, okay, I can hang with this. Here you have these big buff dudes, and they're just like, hey Drew, good job, and I'm like, what? Okay. So so that was cool. And then as time went on, well, first of all, I didn't win the competition, clearly, but actually, in fact, we the person that did, James Stone, we actually interviewed on this podcast. It is episode 12. So check it out. No, I'm serious. It is. I looked. I looked.
You got it this time?
Because,
nice. It's funny. I was like, I bet you can look for this one.
Because usually I just stab in the
Our
dark.
first
Oh,
guess.
that's episode 4. And episodes 4 like is clearly not. Anyways, episode 12. So check him out. He did win, and he deserved every bit of it. But then like continuing on using the product and stuff with Mountain Ops, and then just being plugged into the group, like just every once in a while the CEO would chime in, and or the co-founders and stuff like that, and it's just like, man, these guys are cool. Well, they also advertise like, hey, this is 2 summers ago. They're like, we have our 10-year anniversary. Anybody that wants to come out to Utah, we're having this big event. It's a big big workout of the day that really grinds you. There's saunas, cold plunges, there's speakers, there's food, there, all the stuff. All on us, just get here kind of thing. And so anybody want to go. And I was like, hey, I want to go. So anyways, I became friends with a few people on the Facebook group, the other participants, and I was like, anybody going to do an Airbnb? Let's do it together. And so 2 guys are like, yeah, well, let's go. And there's just these huge dudes. I mean, one guy's last name is Vasquez, the other one's Baca, and like it was so funny to roll with them because they're just ginormous. And here I am. I mean, their arms are bigger than my waist, right? And here I am rolling with them, and we show up to the event, and there they are talking to the CEO, Trevor Farnes of Mountain Ops. And then Trevor comes over to me. He's like, hey, Drew, glad you're here. And I was like, wait, what? Like, I mean, I didn't say, thanks, man, it's great. I was dumbfounded. And I even said, wait, you know who I am? He's like, of course I do. We pay attention. And it just was that feeling of like, oh, cool. Like, here's a company that really, I mean, they have outstanding values. They really care for people. Their customer service is amazing. If ever you have issues with them, they're just like, oh, yeah, hey, send it back. We'll refund you, or we'll give you a free whatever. Or, their support is amazing. They truly value people. I've been a couple times back and forth to their headquarters, welcomed every time. And I think that
we stopped by on the way to Moab.
If you follow us on Insta or Facebook, there's shots of that. Leighton did some workout in the gym. But I just remember, and I'm sorry, I'm just hogging this episode right now, fanboying out. But I just remember like the second time I was there, or the second event being there this was last summer. They're like, hey, for people, we want to ask you some questions because now they have a podcast called the Conquer Cast. Check it out. And so you go into the booth, and the CEO is now the CVO, and they ask us questions and stuff like that. But just real quick interview type style, right? We're able to participate in their podcast, but I haven't seen it yet. But I think they stacked them. I don't think it's out yet, but they asked me, like, what does Mountain Ops mean to you? And immediately I was just, it's hope. It means hope to me. And like I think Trevor was a little taken back. He's like, really? Like, and I was like, yeah, like, I mean, to have the support, the kindness, the meathead bro mentality, the chill of everything. I mean, it was so hopeful to come into a place and be like, here I am vulnerable. I'm skinny. I'm busted up from fibro. My journey is, up and down, up and down, up and down. But you're always there for me. You always care for me and all this stuff like that. And so it means a lot that they're like, hey, yeah, we'll join you with your podcast. And just having that belief, like I was even in disbelief that they'd be like, yeah, let's do it. And I even said, I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm like afraid and nervous and all that stuff. And they're like, dude, it's cool, man. We support you. We care about you. And so, yeah, so that is our new sponsor. Check out mountainops.com. Amazing, not only amazing products, but amazing people, amazing support, all that stuff like that. So that's my plug. I'm sorry it was long. But am I?
Drew, like it's freaking awesome. You've loved these guys forever. You started on your supplement journey at the beginning of our workout. I was on mine. And I try my best to not piggyback on what you do, even though I piggybacked on mountain biking because of you,
coolness,
and Yeti because of you, and
CrossFit,
riding well and fast. Yeah. Oh yeah, CrossFit became my own thing, but I was like, you know what, that's Drew's thing. I won't take it over, and so it's cool to watch. I try to be careful to not,
Oh my gosh, no! I mean, somebody like these people, it's like, no, please do, because I want our listeners to experience the benefit and the support that they bring to the table. You're coming with me next summer to the summit.
Yep.
We're gonna be there together. That'll be right before the Yeti gathering, so it'll be perfect. But yeah,
the summit at Mountain Ops headquarters.
Yep.
Since people probably don't know what we're talking about, but well, but like I just didn't want to take the spotlight off of you and you onto me. So I do think about it sometimes, and sometimes I don't care. So
no, it's good. Hold on one second. I'm burning up. Let's see if my hair's not too bad, I guess.
Yeah, that's good. No, I'm stoked for this. They are an amazing company that just cares about anyone regardless. Like they support a lot of hunters. They have a big hunting background. We have a lot of hunting listeners and a lot of Mountain Ops people. And no, it's really cool because it's like I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, wow, these guys are the supplement company that sponsors Rich Froning, which is arguably one of the most famous CrossFitters ever. And they support right, and they support James Stone, and they support us, so we deserve it.
Wow,
because we're awesome.
Wow, it's high praise.
I'm just kidding. I meant you're awesome.
No,
sorry.
I mean, yeah, we as in collective, but no, and they stand by their name. They're really involved in the communities. They feed, every dollar or every order gives money back to feed families in need. So it's just a really good down to earth company. Anyways, I could go on and on.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've already spent enough time to where our listeners have already gone on their site, purchased items. So do you want to dig in the episode?
Yeah, I guess we can do that. I
you have more to say.
That's totally
fine. I'm just giving you.
So,
I know you can.
But yeah,
but
I'd rather be there in person. So All right, so
Yeah. Cool, man.
here we are, October. Happy late birthday, by the way. That I'm really
you, brother.
bummed because I'm sorry. As a side note, my gift that I sent to you 3 weeks ahead of time of your birthday, which is October 5th. Where is it? I don't know.
It said it was delivered like 4 days later, and I have not seen it. And I've looked everywhere.
You should check
under
your
trees
neighbor. So
yeah, they probably saw something like Yeti bikes on it.
well, I'm not that generous or rich. I don't
Yeah,
know. I am generous. I'm just not rich. So I'm not a dentist.
Yeah.
So yeah, so late birthday for you, but happy birthday, 34.
3.
Oh, 33.
33. Thank you. Not ready for 34 yet.
Yeah, old man. But yeah, so okay, so now we're in Q4, if we're going to talk business talk or whatever the case may be. So Q4,
yeah,
we're winding down the year. What happens for you towards the end of the year? Do you ramp up or ramp down?
I used to ramp down, but I was never ramped up. So I ramped lower into depression.
So you're already down here.
I'm already down.
You tank
and I just
more.
went really
yeah.
down.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
because we talked about like the change of the season, the darkness earlier, all that stuff like that. Anyways, there's a couple episodes ago, 29. Yeah. And so, so it makes sense. I'm the same way. So,
well, it's also in our DNA from primal days of like, hibernation and like
bear?
Getting food all the summer. Yeah, dude. No. It's like okay, the sun is gonna hot out so much, we're staying indoors, and so we have in the last episodes have been talking about how to we could still kind of hibernate, be at home, but how to make the home full of strong mental grindness. I don't know, happiness, fun, and instead of like seasonal depression setting in, hiding from the world, drinking, kind of like traditional habits of mine, but and others too. So
do you feel that pull anymore?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's just a sense.
It's getting easier, but I'll get the pull to drink a little bit, but I have such a good support system now. I don't and
Haley
steps.
slaps you, doesn't she?
Yeah. Oh, it works, dude. She's like, bam,
right back at it.
she would too.
That's
if I
right.
asked.
No, I love that.
But yeah, so it's not as much of a
no, that makes sense.
grind anymore, which means it gets
right.
easier.
Well, and that's the thing is like towards the end of the year, there's a sense of like resilience fatigue as well. I mean, you're grinding all year, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, now we're getting into the holidays. We talked a little bit about this. We're getting into the holidays, which is eat. Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and how like towards with the darkness and everything. I feel like honestly this time should be like mental health awareness month or months. I believe it's in May actually.
Yeah. It's just the whole year.
Yeah, exactly. Quote unquote, though, it's like May, and it's just like, why May? May should be like excitement.
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, summer's almost here. The spring's, in full bloom and all that stuff like that. Like October, November, December should be like, okay, we're focused on mental health because everybody's tanked.
The doom and gloom.
Yeah, the doom and gloom.
Yeah.
The end of the year grind. I mean, I don't know about you. And I gotta be careful with this one. I don't know about you, but holidays aren't that much fun anymore.
Buddy.
Sorry for any family that's listening to this. But no, I mean, and both sides of our families, mine and my wife's, members have died off. The traditional grandparents are, finding their way home, quote unquote. And so it changes everything. And then, if a spouse passes and the other remarries, then there's split families that, I'm sorry, I can't be at this gathering. I got to be at this one. And it's just, has sucked the fun out of it, you know? And then
Yeah.
you just drink to forget or not to be in conversation or talk politics or, you know, whatever the case may be.
Oh my gosh.
But
Yeah.
anyway, so that aside, I just feel like this should be like mental health awareness month and maybe it will be for me. I'll just say
Season.
it is, yeah. So, but
Every hour, I'm gonna ask, "How's your mental health?"
I'll show you too.
Anyways,
Here's where it's at.
here it is. Eat it.
So I just kind of like I came up with this week's kind of direction, and I wanted to kind of talk about ending the year strong to jumpstart January. You know, as I've gotten more in my journey of working out, it's like, you know, January was always the jump off, like, oh, New Year's resolution, all that stuff like that, and I've kind of in October been like, no, I'm going to ramp up now, so that come January, I mean, it's all a mental game, right?
Right.
I'm ready to grind. But so the three things I wanted to touch on with this, with being able to focus on the end of the year and stuff like that, is one, the resilience fatigue, and we'll get deeper into this. Rest, so like true sleep, true downtime, true detox from digital stuff, and just disconnecting from the world. And then lastly, gut health. And kind of the impetus too is like we have some guests that are scheduled to come on. One would be a gal named Haley. She's going to be talking about our gut health. You might have heard the name before.
She sounds cool. You might have heard her voice before.
Yeah,
We'll see if
she might slap you every once in a while too. So, no, but your girlfriend, significant other, is really into gut health, and you can expand on that when we get to that point. My wife's going to be on, who is a doctor in psychology. That's why I turned out so well. It's because she tells me what to do. That's a joke, but actually I'd listen to her because she's very smart and brilliant.
She's very smart and funny.
But so she's going to be on. So we're kind of wrapping up the year with a mental health or full body health perspective. But I mean, even your gut, they say, is like your second brain. So that ties into it well. You see what I did here? See how amazing this is?
I missed it. Sorry.
I must be breaking up again.
Don't do it. No, I'm just kidding. I got it all.
Okay, cool.
It was wonderful.
Cool. Do you want to talk about resilience fatigue at all, from your understanding?
Well, when you proposed the idea to me, I was like, huh, that's very interesting. Just on like constantly having to be resilient or trying to bounce back from a bunch of crap of injuries, life, and it can get fatigued, tiring. Like, why do I keep trying? Why do I keep fighting? It's easier to just sit down and do nothing. There's nothing wrong with resting, but when it controls your life, you know, and it becomes just habits and laziness, that's when it's a problem for you, you know, for yourself. That also, once, you know, as it goes on, it affects the people around you. You know, things get missed.
He slaps you.
You stop, yeah. You stop paying attention to things. You miss important stuff. You don't get on the house. I keep talking about stuff, jumping on the house projects, and it's a reminder to myself of, you're a homeowner now. Don't let it slip through the cracks, you know? So,
it's an investment.
But it's an investment, yeah. So, and just I love this place. Like, we've made it a home. So, anyways, yeah, so I thought it was a great idea because, yeah, it can get daunting to like have to keep fighting.
Well,
so
yeah.
I'm excited to talk about this.
Yeah, and even like, I think for me, when I first kind of heard about it, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. That's why this happens or that happens. Like, I don't know, I really didn't have a name for it. It was always just like, oh my gosh, I'm just like so down all the time. And I'm like trying to grind, trying to be motivated, trying to, you know, stay consistent. But, you know, we're just beat up, trying to keep, you know, that resilience in us and stuff like that. And people are experiencing it left and right. Burnout from, post-pandemic still.
Yeah.
The economic uncertainty, climate. I don't know if climate's really a big buzzword anymore. I mean, probably in circles, but it tends to be more political and, um, the cost of living, and all that stuff like that. And so no wonder we're so exhausted all the time,
Yeah.
Oh, do you have any, what's Leighton's tips to help
Ugh.
with? I don't know why you said whoa, ooh, but it scares me.
I don't know.
I'm afraid. Never mind. We're moving on.
Slapping, being mean while coaching. No, that's what you think I am, but I'm just kidding.
That's why we don't live in the same.
Tips for what?
Oh, just how do you
State.
defeat the, or move through this, move past, now that you've identified a few things that, is that resilient fatigue for you? I'm putting you on the spot, I know.
No, it's okay. We've talked about micro wins, micro dosing, microdopamines, by that's not what I meant. But anyways, little victories, small victories that give you a little dopamine rush of accomplishment, excitement. It's the reward for doing the resilience, for doing hard things. And that could be just I got it done. I can release it from worrying about it. Or I've been working out for a month and I'm having a hard time. Okay, I went mountain biking and dude, I mountain biked like really well or rode really well and didn't get as tired. Oh, that's proof of the work that you're putting in. So it's kind of a reward system. I also have it pretty easy because I have an amazing partner that is fun and supportive, and like on the times where I'm like, should we stay home, which happens every once in a while from training, she's like, nope, we're going. And it took her a while to get there, and it's because she sees like, oh, I'm getting strong legs, I'm getting better at mountain biking because we're training during the week. So like that in itself too, or for herself, is that reward system as well. And so we get to like support each other in that.
Sorry, real quick on that note.
Yeah.
I saw some videos of you and her working out, and I'm just, and this is I believe a CrossFit thing, but I just wanted your perspective. What does doing upside down push-ups help you achieve?
Dude. Oh my gosh. Dude, wall walks, handstands, dude, some of the best chest, shoulders, and back exercise is getting your own body up on that wall. Holy cow. And then if you do it a bunch, it is such an endurance workout, like almost throwing up, like it, and just getting different movements, moving your body around, getting different movements.
I can imagine it's quite a rush too with accomplishment of doing it.
Yeah, and you get better and better, and so that will start our upper body workout with wall walks or wall handstands and collarbone for me. I can only do a couple because collarbone for me, and then also I hurt some elbow joint stuff, and so I'm slowly getting back into them. But no, they're really good. But when I first started doing them, I was like, holy crap, these are hard. And it builds your lats too back here. That's where all like, yeah, it's a bone crusher. But
anyways,
endurance. That's how everything in CrossFit is moving heavy stuff and endurance all at the same time, basically.
Well, kudos to you guys for rocking that. It was impressive. So.
Thank you. And it's measurable. Like I have a folder in my phone because we film each other, or I film her, of like, so she could see the progress of how fast she's doing it, and getting stronger and stuff. So it's just fun.
Nice.
And it's, not, I'm just lifting my arm up and down, acting like I'm working out, but
why you gotta put me down, dude?
No, I just mean it. Like it mixes things up, and like
here's true.
but also like they're hard, and like
Yeah.
sometimes when you're tired you don't want to do them. It's another thing that you have to like, okay, let's do it, and that makes you stronger also in showing up to exercise.
So back to what you were saying, I feel like
I don't even remember what I was
it's
saying.
okay. It was nonsense. But anyways, no, the micro wins, so my question with the micro wins and stuff like that, what your perspective is coming from even like depression, we talk about suicide, all the other stuff. Would you say that those micro wins or those positive, whatever the case may be, are everywhere to be found? You just got to look for them. Probably more some places than not other times, but
yeah, I'd say so. I think, forgive me, this is like off the cuff, but like I think also like back when I was depressed, and because when I was really depressed, I was training. When I was living in Portland, like we were mountain biking, which was super helpful, but I was also running.
Yeah, remember that.
Go to the gym. Definitely not levels I'm doing now. One time I went to the gym drunk because they make it funny on TV. Like literally, they make it sound fun on TV, and I was like, "This is the worst. I want to throw up."
I'm sorry, I'm laughing with you.
Yeah, no, it's okay. But I learned this is not fun. That's a good thing. Anyways, I
gotta try that.
I think I was just doing it because I'm supposed to be doing it. I didn't have a goal. I didn't have a countdown. I didn't have a future like what I want to do. Like, yeah, I signed up for a 15K, which was hard,
Nice.
and I did it back in Portland. But thank you. It sucked.
Were you drunk then too?
No, I was not, but I did have a beer right after. But that's a normal thing to do after a race. But anyways, so I don't know. I just was going through the motions, trying to survive every day. So I wasn't looking for little wins or like, oh, I want to accomplish this. I want to get stronger at this. So I wasn't looking for wins or anything. I was just moving without purpose, I guess.
Yeah.
And so finding that purpose is important. And hard. It's hard, but it's worth it. 100% worth it. So I just answered your question.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No,
So-
yeah. So you can find them. You can, yeah. So I guess the encouragement is for other people.
Go look for them.
Look for them. I mean, I got to do that
Yeah.
myself. I mean, and this is great advice for me because with my back the way it is, I can barely do anything, because
Yeah.
of the motion that I'm supposed to avoid. And my whole goal I learned is like the next step to fixing my back is surgery, and I just really don't want to do that, obviously. And so so this all determines, like I have like a 3-month window of just really determining like how I'm gonna fare. And so in that, it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm seeing stupid pictures of you mountain biking, which it's like, dang it. Yeah, fall is my favorite time to ride. Anyways, I know what you're gonna say.
What am I going to say?
I can't say it on the air, but yeah, no, you're gonna speak to your broken collarbone right before summer.
No, actually, thank you. I didn't think of that at all. No, I was going to say I am trying to rub it in your face, so thank you.
There you
confirming
go.
that. No, I feel bad, but I
No,
don't because
please don't. I'm glad
because I feel like in this not day and age, in this season, it's encouraging you of like what is around the corner. Like I hope that soon you'll be back on the bike. Soon you'll be riding with your brother. I was down and out, and you were riding, and it sucked because of my stupid thing. And I also think just framework too. Framework. I don't know if that's the right word, but
it is now.
It is now. Framing like what comes ahead, you can turn it into opportunity. Like the hard
reframing.
Things. We've reframing. There you go. I've mentioned before with your back that I didn't even have to do it for you. Big old positive me. That you were like, okay, this is what's wrong with my back. Because you went and got answers. I was like, sweet. That means this isn't normal. That means you can make a plan to make your back better, and instead of like throwing in the towel. We've talked about this, but I really want to solidify it with people. Is like, yeah, you can. Hard opportunity going up in weight at working out. It's like, oh, this is harder, but like, you're gonna get through it. You're gonna do better. You're gonna get stronger. It's opportunity to yeah, grow.
Yeah.
And so I'm very proud of you for that. So
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
actually don't have a
I
back
know
issue. I just wanna. Yeah.
I know you're waiting for me to be proud of you. So
Yeah.
you
Finally.
have it.
Well, no, and that's yeah. I appreciate that. And I mean, it leads on into the second thing of just rest. Whether it be sleep, downtime, detoxing from digital, blah blah blah. I think that's also the thing right now for me is like, okay, do what I can do workout wise, which is very minimal. Don't replace it with garbage. Like, it's so easy to be like, oh, I'm broken, I can't do anything, and this is my phone, by the I'm sorry, I'm on my phone. And so I mean, like, but because that in itself is actually, it's kind of nice because with my posture the way it needs to be, so I need to go towards pain, like not be in a position of comfort. So not like the position of comfort for me right now is to be hunched over because it takes the pressure off those discs. But I need to not do that. I need to actually lean into the pain. And so it's this really interesting mind game. And it actually is kind of nice with digital stuff because, the natural posture for being on your phone is looking down, this and that. And it's like, no, can't do that. Be up. And so like when you're holding the phone up to your face or not even on it kind of thing, it's been kind of this nice, like, no, I don't need to be doom scrolling or anything of that nature. How's your sleep and downtime and rehab been? Rehab? Not rehab, but just like restore.
Rehab.
What's the word I'm looking for? Restore, recharge.
Rejuvenate.
Yes, there you go. Big words.
Terrible. But my sleep has been terrible forever, like always. I just don't prioritize it. And I've wondered, like 2 weeks ago, I was trying to make it a priority and it didn't work. But I was like, okay, I want to be in bed by 10. I definitely wasn't going to bed at midnight, but I was going to bed at like 11. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, okay, I'll just sleep in more instead of getting up super early. Because that's what they always say: get up at 3 a.m. and
no.
It's like, no. Well, there's a joke where people are like, I get up at 5 every day, and people are like, well, I get up at 4 every day. Yeah. I get up at 2 every day.
Must be CrossFit
one-upping
joke.
each other. No, it's not. It's online joke. So doom scrolling. But I've been trying to it has been something I want to do this fall, especially because I feel like in summertime it's hard to go to bed early because it's like the sun goes down at 9 p.m. Yeah. So you're like outside so much, and then you gotta come in and get things ready.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. But like now that it's like, well, we're not there yet, but it will be dark at like 4 p.m. So it's like, okay, I can, the hibernation mode. So it's like, that's 6 hours before 10 p.m., of being inside. So it's like, yeah, let's go to bed. So it might be a little bit easier during the fall, I hope.
Now, do you plan on being in bed at 10 or starting to go to bed at 10?
Asleep at 10.
Oh, wow. Once you're asleep, are you okay? Do you stay asleep?
Yeah.
I mean, do you stay asleep?
Oh, yeah, I stay asleep, yeah.
Do you get murdered or stabbed? Or
I was like, I don't know, I'm asleep. I don't know what I'm doing. I do also want to get, originally I was looking at sleepy time tea just to, wind down in the evening times. But Mountain Ops has a supplement called Slumber.
Yeah.
I did want to shout out to Ryan, our owner of Pendulum Threads, our other sponsor, our first sponsor. He talked about how much
Yeah,
like
he's very disciplined in that area.
he will. I mean, he's a full-time physics student, full-time dad,
Owner of Pendulum Threads.
husband, owner of Pendulum Threads, influencer, and he's like, I have to have 8 hours. I will not. That is he draws the line.
Yeah.
He will not study as much. If he needed to, but he'll prioritize sleep. Anyways, that motivated me too. When we interviewed him, trying to be on my phone less, especially with the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Because we're just having more meaningful time instead of just
Yeah.
That was doom scrolling, by the way. The noise of doom scrolling.
Boo, 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 boo.
Fun fact: when you mentioned like laying down and having your phone above your head, the other night I had the case off of my phone, and I was up laying down and looking up, and it fell.
Oh, tell
in
me
the
it gave you
metal
a
of the
black eye.
iPhone. No, it landed on my collarbone, and it was metal on metal.
Oh.
From my surgery, and it stung. Yeah, it stung so bad. Like definitely not as bad as when I've hit a barbell there for power cleans and front squats. But I was like, all right, that woke me up.
Curse your phone.
It was a good reminder to not be laying down and looking at my phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I feel like there was something else I was going to say about sleep, but
No, that's it. I don't care.
Yeah.
No, that's all good stuff, for sure. And especially the aspect of kids watching, it's like,
Yeah.
don't tell them what to do, show them what to do. And it's like, oh crap, I'm in trouble then,
Yeah. Well, yeah, and we make a point to like, okay, we're eating dinner at the table together, talking, not on any, we're not on our phones. And then last week there was one point I was like, oh, I want to look something up. Saw my phone, I was like, nope.
Nice.
That's
dude.
That's why I never text you back in the evenings
so mad.
as
I'm
much.
so
because my phone's away. Like, because it's actually nice. I do realize, like, don't get me wrong. There's some times where we'll watch a show and we'll just be on our phones, every once in a while.
Hey, it's a good practice
for the most part. It's like, I have caught myself a lot lately. Where's our phone? Where's my phone?
Yeah.
And her too. Like, where's the phone? I don't know.
Hey, let me just say, it's a good practice
Yes, sir.
unless I'm trying to get a hold of you. Okay, so
I do
please-
have my watch that.
So you're not even
emergencies,
unplugged.
Actually, I hate in the evening times when I'm relaxing, I hate this thing on, so I'll take it off and throw it away too.
I'll throw it away, man. You got money.
Yeah, I just
got
get a
some
new
money
one every day.
Jeez, money bags. But no, just that. Do you find it helpful to have more community around you?
Helpful for what? Sleep? I usually don't want people around me when I sleep.
That's good. I saw you sleep in Moab. Anyways,
Creepy.
I know, right?
It's watching me.
Actually, no.
Anyways.
The worst was when you're laying there in bed with a broken collarbone.
Fresh.
Yeah, because you didn't go to a hospital because you're John Wayne. I don't know, but
Ew.
you didn't.
No, sorry. I love John
Your
Wayne.
insurance wasn't going to cover in Moab, so you're like, I'm waiting till I get home, and so yeah, you're like, I'm just like, oh, this poor guy, it sucks.
Tylenol beer.
Oh,
Do not recommend.
Tylenol. Uh-oh. I was waiting for that to kick in. This explains a lot.
Right, yeah.
This episode is outfitted by Pendulum Threads, built for the hybrid athlete. Head to pendulumthreads.com and use code COUNTDOWNTO for 15% off your order. Pendulum Threads. Perfect comfort, perfect performance.
No, I was gonna lead it into. Actually, we're trying to move, and this can stay on. I don't care, but we're trying to move.
Oh, thanks for telling me.
Well, yeah, Canada. No,
I'm there.
Golly, Mavis, no.
I got so excited. I was like, let's go.
No. We live in a pretty okay place, but it's so far from our community. It's like an hour away to our actual like community, and when over the years, it's like, oh, whatever, we'll just drive back and forth and stuff like that. But it's played a toll, and now with my wife's office possibly being this same distance and all that stuff like that, we're looking to move, which is the dumbest time to move. But we feel like with our kid and his friends and our friends that are his friends as well, it's like, how much is this community worth? How much is it worth it for us to be involved in community? Because we're really pretty isolated where we're at, kind of thing. And so it's just an interesting conundrum to have. If we're talking about health, we're talking about wellness and all that stuff like that. And it's like, oh yeah, let's move when it's the stupidest time to move right now, and we'll be strapped money wise, and interest rates are sucky compared to what we have currently, but what's it worth to have that community, to be involved week in, week out, weekdays and stuff like that, have a really good school for our kid. It might be worth a lot, kind of thing. So, and maybe that'll help us sleep better, see my tie back to sleep.
Right. Yeah.
Perfect.
Having community to sleep with. You're right. Oh, right. That's not what you meant.
No. Oh my word.
Well, first off, I'm really mad because you keep talking about moving back down here with me.
No, I do not talk about
our mountain bike community, and that being around me in person would do everyone well. So,
would it? I'm glad I'm that stability for you.
You're not. I just know what I'm worth.
You're worth me seeing you 3 times a year. Okay.
Yeah. Definitely.
No, babe.
No. I mean, dude, that's a huge thing to do. Like, it's seeing like, oh, this would be better. Moving is super difficult. It's not a great time, but overall, it would be better in the long run for you guys. Even though right now it'll be really hard, and you're still doing it. That's the discipline. That's what we're. That's
where the magic happens.
Being like, is that even though it's difficult at first, you don't get instant gratification. In the long run, it is better for everyone except me, because you'll still be far away from me. So.
Yeah. Well, but then again, when you come to town, I'm closer to airports and the main freeways and stuff like that. It'd be by half hour, so you'd be good.
You're I am closer. Moving to PDX airport?
Oh gosh, no.
If you had to move to an airport, it's a pretty good one.
I mean, it is a good airport, but location wise.
Totally.
But yeah, so yep.
Okay, I was like, did you freeze?
Yes, I froze. So for the end of the year, just working on fatigue stuff, rest, sleep, solid sleep. Moving on to gut health. Yeah, are you looking forward to the holidays? Avoiding to stack your plate. Okay, and I feel like, and I'm just gonna really jump in real quick because that's what I do. But I feel like okay, when it's time to pile the food high, I feel like I do a good job. Yet, what?
Oh, I was just piling high the food.
Okay. Yet I go back for seconds and thirds and stuff like that. It's like, it's there and it's good food, right?
Yeah.
And so I'll just be like, oh, I got this little nice plate. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm done. How about some more? Kind of thing. And so, and then by the time I'm done, I'm just like food comatose, and it's just like, this was the dumbest thing ever. So that's also something I'm focusing on this closing season.
I think. Let me fix your problem.
Which one?
The food.
The
food one.
Can I choose a different one? Because I got worse problems than that.
Let's start with this one.
Yeah.
So, first thing that came to mind was like maybe do small portions so you can do more laps around the table.
Hold on. I didn't ask for you to fix it.
I know.
Okay.
I never ask you for advice and you give it to me. I'm just kidding.
Because you are asking with your eyes.
In the healthy relationship of brotherhood, you have been like, can I tell you what I think? And if I say yes, you do. And if I say no, you don't.
Tough.
You tough. Let's do it. Anyways, so I was just thinking, I was like, hey, for me, it was like, what if I just did some smaller portions on the first plate instead of pile on, and then I got another another portion and another plate, and it ended up being a plate and a half instead of 3 plates. I don't know. Just these are just little things for me that you said that remind me of to prepare myself for. Also, focus on protein, fats, and carbs, getting the right amount instead of sugar, and even though I love the cranberry sauce, the once a year cranberry, whatever it's called. Anyways,
Cranberry sauce.
and then I think thank you. I think just the relationship with food, like what food means to not you, but people in general. Like this is something I've switched my mind around. Is like I do enjoy eating great food. Don't get me wrong. But like I'm like, okay, I need this amount of protein, this amount of carbs, I need this amount of fats. These white rice will give me fast acting carbs for this workout I have later. The fat will keep my brain, we need fat for brain health.
Fat brain.
Carbs for energy for these certain workouts and WODs. And then protein to build muscle, to get strong, and then it's finding the right food that best fuels you. That relationship right there will change a lot on like you're just eating for gluttony or fun or whatever. It's a mind shift that takes a while, but then you start seeing the benefits of getting the right food and feeling better and energized, and I crushed that workout because of my fuel. I put the right gasoline in the engine. I I got, my arms are getting bigger, my stomach's getting smaller. You start to like, whoa, and then you fall in love with those foods, and every once in a while it's not a problem to like every once in a while go grab Taco Bell, I guess. Like I do that. If you want to just flush your system, your gut. But moderation. Taking everything in moderation.
And I think that's
I have to clean so clean and blah, 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 but
I think that's a big mind shift, and one I really need to tackle is just like food for fuel, not like the mindset now, or as seems to always be, is like, okay, I eat and then I work out so I can eat more, in a way, if that makes sense. Like it's like, okay, I'm gonna have this 3 pieces of pie, but I'll just work out more. It's cool.
Yeah.
And I don't think our bodies work that way. It's not 1 for 1, or like, like it's not an even trade. And so, and then also the second thing I really want to work out too with the end of this year and having Haley on the show is just like, what is that fuel relationship of food to where you're onboarding for these workouts, like I'm excited for that because I've never done that really. I mean, that's my next level, and why with my back the way it is, I want to work on that now is because that, is my focus and something I can do, during this time. So.
And I get people have sweet tooths, but like a lot of time though, when you're craving sugar, I've said this before, I'll say it again, you're dehydrated. When you do not have enough, hydration, electrolytes, you start craving sugar, and for some freaking reason.
It's science.
If you drink some electrolytes, if you lick some salt, if you have some pickle juice, it can curb those feelings. And if you stay hydrated, it really freaking helps. And then also your body's not aching. I've been dehydrated the last couple of days, and my body has been aching, like joints aching, and it's because of dehydrated.
You need those salt licks.
And there's this really cool company called Mountain Ops that makes a really good electrolyte to keep you fueled. It's not just for working out, but can you stop talking? I'm trying to plug.
I was plugging your plug. I was
plugging my.
Never mind. So we're moving on. No.
But so it's just relationship with food. This is, again, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but like the things you said,
opened
I was
up
like,
to it.
okay, I could deal with that too. Also, I love doing a really freaking hard workout on Thanksgiving morning. Like, so then you're like, not food's the reward, but like you can dive in,
Yeah.
and then it can go to gaining and rebuilding
Okay,
your
so
body.
do you do it before or after?
Before.
Oh,
Ew.
okay.
Why did I do it after?
I don't know. Well, I mean, because if you think about
Let's eat a ton of food and throw it all up during a WOD.
well, okay, to be fair, like in our family growing up, we ate a ton and then we'd all go for a walk.
Yeah, that's not a WOD of lifting and burpees and wall walks. Like, that's a walk. I was going to say afterwards, I would totally love to go for a long walk. Like, that's a good way to process it all, but thank you. Yes.
I think you should do a WOD after you eat.
Oh my gosh.
And then film it.
Friggin' throwing up gravy.
Which wasn't gravy before you ate it.
Sorry if I just made a ton of people gag listening to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I definitely, and it doesn't have to be, I don't do it right before eating. I usually go in the morning when, so I'm not missing out on family time. But
take the family with you, bro.
Well, yeah, I'm going to this year, but
It's true.
this was when I was single, and going over to our sister's house and stuff. So
You say what you want. They don't listen to the show, so.
I'm going to send them that clip specifically. Anyways.
I'm sure they'd have snarky things to say about it, but anyways, yeah.
Anyways, I hope Zwift Insider gets a good laugh on that one because he listens to the show and that's our brother-in-law. So anyways, no, this Thanksgiving, because you asked, this Thanksgiving, we are going to be in Redmond, Washington at Haley's mom's house. And they do have a gym at their house, but I was wanting to take it a step further, and I reached out to all the CrossFit gyms in the area to see if they're planning on being open on Thanksgiving to do a WOD there. And I wanted to take her parents with it because they're in shape. But
nice.
Yeah, so that I want to see about doing that. That would be really fun.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
And then have the aunts watch the kids while we're there. But
eat first and then go. Yep.
Yeah, but if not, they right. Sorry, I totally ignored you on that one.
Yep. You said that.
But also they have a gym with kettlebells and stuff, so I can get a good workout.
Nice.
Early in the morning there. So
I love that. And
Yeah.
I love that, just that all we're talking about, just general health. And actually, I was just reminded, it's like, you know what, we're surrounded by some amazing people. I mean, this is off topic, but just like, you just talked about Eric with Zwift Insider. He's our brother-in-law and really high up in Zwift, the indoor bike training program, and then riding in general. And then Haley with gut health and Alyssa with mental health, my wife with the mental health and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know.
Me with mountain biking.
With you with mountain biking, me with crying. And, we're surrounded by some pretty amazing family, actually. So it's good to good to know.
Well, and just a side note, I mean, this could be a whole episode of ourselves. I feel like old us used to like put a block between us and them because they were a good influence and we wanted to be a good influence back when we were sick. And so now as we've gotten healthier, our relationships have gotten better to where it's like, yeah, you have great,
boundaries
like,
and
yeah. Old me, like my brother-in-law, amazing at road cycling. Old me would be like, oh, I'm not very good at road cycling, and so I'm not going to go to not expose how bad I am.
No, the exposure piece is the spandex, So
yeah,
that's
I feel bonita. Anyways, but I was like, you know what? This is gonna be fun. B, gonna be something new, and C, gonna help in the long run. My training, road biking will be. So I went, and I've missed some weeks, but I've been doing it pretty much ever since, and it has transformed my mountain biking, my training. So
yeah,
don't let pride get in the way, especially with family.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes, we have great family around
we do.
us.
So in closing, because we're getting short on time here, I want...
We're all just real quick for the record, Drew, like we started like 10 minutes in, so we're at like 55 minutes.
So not closing, but still closing. I think the gist of what we're talking about here is control what you can control. Don't eat, drink your feelings these holidays. Always love, I don't know.
Always love?
Yeah, always love a good physical activity around the holidays.
Yeah.
Or do, I guess, do a good physical activity like you're saying around the holidays. Even if it's a solo run, walk, even if you're walking after you eat, like some people poo-poo, I don't know. But do a WOD.
Oh, yeah. I heard. Sorry, I timed out, and then I heard poo poo, and I was like, "What?"
Hey, if I'm boring, just tell me. I mean, just don't check out like that.
I was just thinking of the next thing I want to say.
Oh, what do you want to say?
I'm just kidding. Well, I wanted to. I'm going to talk about this as we get closer to Christmas.
Then why talk?
But there's actually a really fun Christmas WOD called
Deck
12
the balls.
Days of Christmas.
Yeah, go ahead. What?
12 Days of Christmas.
I like mine better. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it's based off the song. Anyway,
which is the worst song ever. I'm sorry.
I performed that as a child and I killed
probably
it.
Why
I
I hated it.
Five Rings of Glory. You weren't there.
On a lot of your childhood.
you moved out by that point and lived in Colorado probably. Yeah. Anyways, so like it's 12 movements, 12 different work like the thrusters or box jumps or whatever, and you can make it regular gym stuff. And then you do on 12 Days of Christmas, the first day is, and then you do that 1 rep of that one. And then you do 2 reps and then 1 rep. And then 3 reps of the third movement and 2 reps second, 1 rep, all the way up to 12. Like you work up and down or up and down, and it's a killer
so probably
workout.
Probably eat a lot of Christmas turkey before.
Right before. Yeah. Turkey, the tiredness that turkey can give you just is a perfect pre-workout for the 12 Days of Christmas. So, but I'm looking forward to that. It'll be fun, and I'll bring it up before Christmas comes again.
So back to control what you can control.
You asked me what I was thinking and wanted to say.
It's my mistake. Focus on your journey, your goals, and where you want to be January 1.
Yeah.
This is the time for that. Yeah.
Can I ask you something real quick?
Oh, I don't know.
Where do you want to be January 1?
Dude,
do you know?
I want to be ripped. That can sound like alcohol. Around the holidays.
Let's go.
Happy New Year. No, I don't know. I'm feeling more confident with my back that it's heading in the right direction. But then again, I have bad days. I'll have good days, and it's like, yes, this is healing. Then I'll have the next day, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going the wrong way. So I'm hoping to have answers by then. Of like, yeah, Drew, you're released to, do wall stands. And I won't do them. And so, yeah, I don't know. January 1, I want to be just a lot better health. Like, and even if my back is like, Drew, we can't fix this without surgery. I'll probably get a second opinion. But anyways, I mean, that's my due diligence, right? But I want to have healthy gut. Then I want to have, just less digital stuff. The things we talked about, I want those things in place already over these next, 2.5 months. So that even if I can't jump back into riding and stuff like that yet, I'll still have these under my belt. Because the alternative and my fear and what I don't want to happen is just like, hang it, I can't work out, so I'm just going to be a couch potato,
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, that's kind of a temptation. It's just like, oh my gosh, I just need to lay here. And honestly, that's not the answer. By the way, I did work out at my gym, my little gym.
Yay!
Today. Still doing the 5 pounds, 100 reps of each thing. making sure my back's stable and all that stuff like that. So, yeah, that's where I want to be.
Good, man. That's awesome. You know what I did today? Sorry, I went mountain biking with all my friends.
So, anyways, what I was going to talk about is choose who you hang out with.
No,
What?
well, I'm not done.
No, you were. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Anyways, my January 1st.
Oh, yeah. Hey, what? Where do you want to be, buddy? January 1st.
Is this how it feels when I don't ask you?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Anyways,
Got crowded.
Like, it's funny. My knee-jerk reaction is I don't want anything to change. Like, but that sounds like I'm doing everything perfect. No, I want to keep the enthusiasm and momentum I have right now. Like, and this is a little segue into this morning. I went mountain biking with 3 of my friends and Haley and one of my friend's girlfriends. Not that she's not a friend, but I just met her. Anyways, we all went and rode bogs, and we had a really good time. And I felt really great riding after a full week of working out. And it was a lot of climbing, but I looked over at Haley and I was like, dude, like, we are killing it. And it's the beginning of the season. It's the beginning of fall. Like, with training, with riding, we're trying to ride every weekend, every Sunday after church. And anyone that wants to come along can just fly out or knock on the door. Anyways, and so I was just like, dude, I am so motivated. Like, and don't get me wrong, like last night I did not want to train, and I didn't. I decided to, like, okay, rest would be good for our ride tomorrow. Which, real quick, wanted to say, when we were talking about rest earlier, there's a difference between active rest, meaningful rest, and then versus laziness, and versus like your old self trying to get you to quit. Right. There is a difference. Yep. That we've talked about before, of like, okay, I'm exhausted, my body needs to rest because I worked out so hard. Let's do that and eat good food, versus like, oh, I'm not really feeling like going to the gym. I'm tired from work. I'm not motivated. There's a big difference. So just make sure you identify that when you're looking at rest. But I don't even know what I was talking about. Sorry.
Nobody does.
That's fair. But anyway, so for January, I would like to be this same, like, power drive. I don't know what I'm saying, but this same motivated and stoked to work out and keeping the training going, and for January.
Yeah. I love it,
because we talked about this in the past. We don't want, oh, January 1's here, I think I'm going to make a change. It's like, start now so that you can build discipline, so that when January hits, you can go. Right now you have free time to mess up, to give up for a week, to and give yourself grace as you're learning how to get motivated and disciplined and change. And then that way, when January 1st comes, you can hit the ground running. That's what we did a couple years ago, and it made a big difference.
And look at us now.
Look at this.
Pillars. So yeah. So thank you for listening to our episode. Again, shout out to our new sponsor. They are pretty amazing. And there they are, right there.
Mountain Ops.
Mountain Ops. Get it. Check it out. Awesome stuff. Questions, ask us, chime in. Please hit subscribe and follow if you'd like to, but if you don't, I don't care. I mean, I do care, but I don't. I mean, that sounds really heartless, but
I would like to say that our main goal from the beginning of this podcast, not our main goal, I'm sorry, when it came to sponsorships and working with other brands, we only wanted to work with brands that we have used, care about, love, and are passionate about. Not just like, oh, here's a commercial for something stupid.
Yeah.
And we're doing that with Mountain Ops, with Pendulum. This is a company that we've used before a lot, and especially you, and been involved in that community as Drew chugs something of Mountain Ops. But yeah, so I love that. That was something you were adamant about, and I was.
No, it drives me nuts when podcasts or whatever the case may be, where it's just like, okay, now we're going to commercial break, and it's like for baby wipes or something, like, I don't know. It's just like,
I was
seriously?
thinking of security alarms.
Yeah, or cybersecurity or something like that. It's just like, really, wow, everything that I was listening to just kind of tanked and yada yada. And I understand, like, you need to,
Right.
I mean, our podcast, honestly, would be better if we didn't work full time. But I'm not gonna, at the sake of just like, hey, and you're just like, I don't even know who these people are. I don't care. And that we're gladly give. We do want investors, and we gladly give shout outs too. But it has to be in line with our values, what we're doing, what we use. I mean, if Yeti Bikes was like, hey, advertise for us and show Yeti bikes and blah blah blah. I was like, heck yeah, man, we ride Yeti or Mountain Ops in this case, obviously. Thank you. And so, so I think there's a flag over my shoulder too.
Yeti flag.
They have to be something that is very passionate for us to rep.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to be out here being like, hey, you should check out this brand of peanut butter. It's pretty amazing. Well, maybe peanut butter might be awesome. Yeah, that might be cool.
Yeah. Like, come on.
Anyway.
There's worse foods you could have said.
Yeah. I mean,
we do also have Yeti bikes behind us for those that are listening.
Yeah.
That we ride. So look at that thing.
Exactly.
Anyway, sorry.
So if Oldsmobile came to us and was like, hey, well, I don't know, maybe we would rep an Oldsmobile if they gave us a car. Do they make Oldsmobiles anymore?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow. Okay. Now we see the age difference here.
Yep.
All right.
Also, if you want to see how much older Drew is than me, go to our Instagram. He just posted a video of when I was a little kid, and you can see how old Drew was.
The picture. I mean, we're side by side, and he's little, obviously, and I think I'm a teenager, or like mid to late teens there.
30.
Yeah. I wish I looked like that when I was 30. Anyways, it was when we were picking up Leighton from adoption center and all that stuff like that. So, pretty cool picture. Pretty cool contrast.
What cracked me up is you did us back then and us now, and the us now picture was from 5 years ago of us mountain biking, and it was like before we got healthy and in shape. So it was like right before we started.
You were like 300 pounds. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I know. I was like, wow.
No, well, I was trying to find a picture side by side.
We just got to hang out
in the right position
and take more pictures.
We do need to hang out more, and that's actually my goal for this next year. So we got big plans,
buddy.
big goals to sort of hang out or Photoshop each other in. So, thank you. AI's better at that. No, wait, what am I talking about?
Stop it.
No, shut up.
All right, we need to close this out.
All right, bro. Good to hang with you.
I didn't mean we need to go right this second. I just meant like, I don't know.
See you later, listeners.
Alligator.
You're great. We appreciate you. Yeah.
We do appreciate you guys.
Super fun. I'm sorry for my brother.
Sorry for ruining this ending.
I'll take it, man.
Working on self-awareness and being okay with it.
That's right. We're trying to control what we can control, but we just are bad controllers, I guess. So, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Love you guys. Love you, bro. Let's hang out more.
Yes. Appreciate you.